Would you believe me if I told you it's entirely possible to lose the stubborn body fat and build muscle without having to follow the traditional advice to just eat less and move more? Our client Stephanie is a prime example of how this is possible, and in today's video, I'm gonna break down exactly how she was able to lose 30 pounds, build lean muscle, and completely transform her body without doing any cardio whatsoever, and while also eating more calories. Not only did she transform her body in a very untraditional way, she also did so while being a military wife, raising a child, and working full-time. But she was extremely busy and didn't have hours and hours of free time to dedicate to the gym or meal prepping. This is a real transformation, and I'm holding nothing back and showing you exactly how it was done. I'm Audrey. I co-founded the Metabolic Makeover Academy with my fiance Mason, and we help career-driven women transform their body through our 3-phase metabolic makeover method without any crash diets or crazy amounts of cardio. So many women are stuck in this mindset of believing that fat loss has to be this extremely miserable and super restrictive process. They believe that you have to sacrifice all of the fun out of your life in order to see any sort of result. But that is exactly why most women rebound and end up gaining all the weight back. Stephanie's story proves that when you approach weight loss strategically with a focus on metabolism, the results are not only better, but they actually last. Let's break down exactly how Stephanie achieved this transformation. When she started working with us in September, she was averaging around 1,900 calories. She had actually worked with a coach prior, and it left a bad taste in her mouth because she didn't feel like she got the support or the results that she really invested in. After understanding her baseline needs and her metabolic rate, we knew that she was prepared for fat loss. So we entered into our fat loss acceleration phase first. There's no gimmicks, no rocket science, no fluff. We're not reinventing the wheel here. So here's what we did that ended up being very effective. Ultimately, we know that simple is effective. So we started her on a 4-day strength training split. She did no cardio whatsoever, and we placed her in a calorie deficit, meaning we decreased her calories so that she was burning more calories than she was consuming a day, because we know that is the only way to elicit fat loss. On top of that, we put in place some lifestyle habits. We asked her to walk 6,000 to 8,000 steps every day, drink 120 ounces of water, and aim for at least 7 hours of sleep a night. By us providing her with a simple calorie and protein goal, she had a lot of flexibility in her nutrition. We also asked her to have one meal that she didn't track per week. That way she felt a little bit more freedom and flexibility within her diet. This also allows for the total freedom to go out and enjoy a meal, whether it's a date night or brunch with the girlfriends, completely guilt-free, frankly, as it should be. And even when the demands of life picked up and she was going through a job transition, we simply switched from a 4-day workout split to a 3-day workout split. And she wasn't in there for 2+ hours a day. We're talking an hour max. Even without cardio, simply staying consistent with the basics led to an insane transformation. And towards the end of the fat loss acceleration phase, to drop a little bit more body fat, we simply increased her step goal from 6,000 to 8,000 to 8,000 to 10,000 a day. Not hours of cardio, just a little bit more movement. This is where it gets really good. She wrapped up our fat loss acceleration phase in February, where calories never dipped below 1,360, and that was even just for a couple of weeks. And instead of dropping her calories even lower to lose more fat, which is where most women go wrong and what most women tend to do, we did the exact opposite. We pivoted into our metabolic priming phase, where calories went from 1,360 up to 1,900 in the matter of a few months. During our priming phase, we focused on getting her metabolism healthy through eating more food, building her strength back up, lowering her stress and therefore improving her hormone markers, adding more flexibility into her plan, and staying consistent with the lifestyle habits that we had built. And here's the crazy part. While eating more food, she dropped another 5 pounds and gained lean muscle. Her body completely transformed. She didn't just lose more weight on the scale, she lost more body fat, and that's what happens when you take more of a strategic process. She's visibly leaner and stronger, all because we focused on fueling her body correctly rather than fighting it. Stephanie's story isn't just a fluke. It's a predictable outcome that happens as a result of having a plan that caters to your lifestyle, your metabolism, your goals, and your needs. If you're tired of feeling like no matter how hard you try, you're still not getting leaner, it might be time to change your strategy. And you may just be in need of a metabolic priming phase in order to finally get your body responsive so that fat loss becomes much more effortless. And if you finally want to remove the guesswork and learn a little bit more about what this process could look like for you, you can click the link down below where you can book in a complimentary strategy call with us. We'll dive into what you're doing right now and why it's not working, as well as what you should be doing in order to finally see some amazing results. I hope you guys found this video helpful, and if there's any clarifying pieces or questions that you have, drop them in the comments below, or if there's any video you would like to see from me in the future, let me know in the comments below as well. See you guys in the next video.